Howdy, I'm making this video to call out the fake pro-birthers. Or they want to call me pro-abortion, that's fine too. First, I'm going to start with the PC terminology they use, trying to reframe the issue, calling them unborn children. What the hell is an unborn child? You mean an unformed fetus? You're either a child I consider like several years old, but unborn baby is even pretty extreme since most are done in the first trimester or the first few weeks, and they more resemble a hollowed out shrimp that you can see through. A shrimp is probably more of a life than most of the fetuses that are terminated. Many of these religious extremists think that the day after pill is murder. This is how crazy some of these nuts are. Speaking of religion, these crazy religious extremists are terrorists. They've done tens of thousands of terrorist attacks on women clinics. Now imagine if any other cause did this. Let's say a world hunger group started killing fat people or overweight people. Let's say maybe an animal cruelty or animal rights group started murdering people wearing fur or eating meat, which is also subsidized with our taxes, that industry, and they don't call to defund them. But so you see how hypocritical they are. They think their cause is so special that they can do thousands of terrorist attacks on women's clinics, from bombings to arsons to vandalizing and stalking women. They don't help any, they just harass them or terrorize them. They also oppose free birth control. That's fiscally conservative, actually, because it saves taxpayers tons in the end. So use my taxpayer money. Use all of our taxpayer money for that. I am perfectly fine with that. It will save money in the end. All the cost of childbirth, all the checkups, the welfare, food stamps, WIC, and stuff. It saves tons of money to fund free birth control. Give it out like candy. Free birth control. Use all of our taxpayer money. All the people are for it. Give it out for free. It'll save taxpayers tons. That's fiscally conservative. And also help prevent human overpopulation. They will say, no, you could fit everyone in the size of Texas. You're not getting all your resources from there. And please explain to me why, if we're not overpopulated, why we have like 10-lane highways that are covered in smog in parts of China. Why are we have endangered species due to human activity. We have overfishing. Now we have fish farms, like sick factory farms, that mass produce and force breed these animals because we've overfished them or whatever. So humans are overpopulated, or at least it's not sustainable how we're behaving. So fix that in yourselves first. Fix your actions. But most of them oppose any animal or environmental regulations. Even endangered species. Trump just took the ban off endangered elephant trophy hunting and stuff. So these people are pure hypocrites. They help none. My personal belief is women can simply remove what they want from their body. They're not killing it. They can remove it, though. You can remove it. Anyone can remove something from their body. If it's its own life, then they can remove it. If it's viable, it would live. But no, most are done in the first trimester very early, so of course they're not going to live. Unless if you want to take it and try to do something with it, the blob or whatever it is. To me, it's the silliest, most unproductive cause ever. You're forcing women to possibly have to leave their jobs. You're costing taxpayers tons for welfare and other services, public schools, which are taxpayer funded, even if you don't have kids. And that brings me to my next thing. They say, oh, we don't want to give free birth control, which it's not free. It's under their insurance, but places like Hobby Lobby and Republicans want to take that away under their own insurance, giving corporations right to choose. But I'm married. We don't want kids. There's 450,000 kids in the USA and teenagers that are waiting to be adopted by these hypocrites, but they don't. And they also hate the gays who often do or are willing to adopt, but who actually help their cause more than them. But they're too stupid to realize that, or too close-minded. But yes, I'm married, so you want to tell my wife to close her legs. That's their only advice. When we're married, we're going to have sex, so... and we don't want kids. We do use birth control, and it's possible it could fail. Hasn't yet, but that's their advice. Close your legs. Okay, yes, good advice. It's not 100% effective always, and people use birth control for other reasons too, which is another reason why it should be covered under one's own insurance, regardless of religious freedom nonsense. Because it's used for other reasons like hormones and such for women, but I'll let them talk about that. I'm just a male speaking out for them, since too many males oppose that nonsense, since they don't have to do anything and they don't help none. They're just like, oh, yeah, I'm pro-birth. And they throw that around like there's some special. But back to the unborn children, it's kind of like the born-again Christian nonsense. It's just a bunch of PC terminology. I thought they were anti-PC, but they want to call it unborn children. I call it unformed fetus. Again, if they want to help, I might have a little respect for them, but they help in zero ways. They think the day after pill is murder. They want to cut funding they don't want free birth control or easy birth control access. They don't want to be able to, they want to let religious companies headed by some religious person be able to tell them they can't have it. So that'd be like a vegan group saying we are against mock meats. It's counterproductive to your cause, but it's that if you want to be for your fetuses, then support birth control methods or shut up because you're pissing in the wind, and support services that would help them, which does cost some of your tax money. In the meantime, though, I am completely pro-choice. I'm not pro-birth. Human overpopulation, fund free birth control, be more responsible, fix yourselves first. We're destroying our environment, overfishing, factory farms, endangering many species. We have many people with unmet human needs that need support. We have people dying of lack of clean water in other countries, food waste, lack of resources, unclean water, even in our own country. So 450,000 kids in the foster care system and teenagers. Adopt them first. Very easy to do. We have. And I have a friend as well who's in the process. So stop being hypocrites and actually do something to help. But silliest cause ever. I'll end it with that. Pro-birthers.